Salam, Phoenix Ramadan. This is video 3. Okay, so we said that we should see a manifestation, right, in our personal lives and collectively at the Aries new moon. Okay, we should see the sprouts from our hearts, because the transformation will be over. So we should see them. Okay, and so you see some conscious growth, and you should feel it. More energy. You should feel more energy, and it should feel happier. Despite everything around is chaos, you should feel some joy, some pleasure. And plus, inshallah, the abomination will be on its way out. Right? Okay, anyway. Now, and any politician that tells you to go back to war and all that bull crap, no, they're trying to turn the world back again, and there's no going back. Tell him to go to hell. Okay, because that's where he's trying to take. That's where he will be trying to take mankind. Tell him to go to hell by himself. Okay, if he's talking war, talking terrorism, and all this crap, he's not talking if he's not talking Fukushima, and he's not talking dollar collapse and Federal Reserve audit, and he's not talking what's that? Climate so-called chaos. Okay, he ain't talking your language, and tell him to go to hell with that crap. For trying to take you and your family there, because the only thing we got time to do is save this life, save this world, with our new consciousness and our deeds. Okay, and don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. Okay, because they will try. They're not talking your language, and be careful too. Let them have a history of having spoken that language. Ron Paul spoke that language 20 years ago. He was ahead of this curve. He saw it coming. These newcomers, the politicians that will be putting out there in 2016 and 15, toward the end of 2015, when they start talking that crap, oh, we got to worry about the climate change, oh, we got to worry about the kind of, oh, Fukushima and all, don't believe them. At that time, you know what I'm saying? Look at their record. Judging by his past actions. It's time to see what's going on now. That's what you learn from your new quest, with your new consciousness, is you can question authority. Watch that commercial paradigm mentality. Okay, quash it. Okay, now so that consciousness will be over. Okay, and anybody trying to take a person back will only be trying to take them back to death. Don't believe them. Okay, and don't believe, oh, Israel this and Israel that, and we got to protect Israel, and Israel blowing people's brains out. They blew people's brains out. Remember what you fought for. Israel got to be held accountable too. There has to be one Palestine for Jews, Christians, and Muslims. Okay, so none of this two-state system in Palestine. Okay, none of that. It's one state. Don't let them divide you at this point, because you'll be tender-hearted, you'll be soft, loving, and kind, but you're not stupid. Okay. So, anyway, moving on. Okay, so the transformation will be complete. Okay, the start of the and now that the transformation is complete. Okay, now that you're a new person, guess what's gonna happen? Let's watch and see. Okay, so what did we say? The new moon, okay, Uranus, okay, now, okay, we said, where are we at? Okay, we said, here we are, way up here. Okay, so, now, okay, so all those dreams, you followed your dreams, and the dreams you should start to see some fruition, and you should start to have more consciousness, more confidence, and to follow your dreams, more trust, more belief in the spiritual system, to trust Allah, trust God, and not be so fearful of Muslims. Okay, and or Jews, or black people, or white people, or all of those social devices, that affected the person in the old commercial paradigm, should not have a way with you anymore. Okay, so you should have more confidence to follow your dreams now, because you can trust more. Okay. So it says, so we say follow your dreams throughout this journey through the cosmos, because what do we say? We'll be able to manifest the dreams collectively and individually. at the rise of the new moon, Aries new moon, right? And which is March 20th, right? Or yeah, okay, yeah, okay. So Aries, and we said that's the new moon. Okay, right now, and we said with Jupiter, and again Jupiter will still be in Leo. Okay, and so that will still be some good blessings, right? Yeah, because that energy is expansive energy, right? And whatever it touches, it magnifies, right? Not magnifies, it multiplies. Okay. Okay, or expands. Okay, so we said Jupiter will still be in Leo. So that will still be happy times, right? A good time. It should be a happy time. If inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you let it, okay? If we let it. Okay. Now, so in Jupiter will, what do we say? In Uranus, it will be in Aries. Okay, and Pluto, that will come to an end, right? That squaring. That transformation will be over. And also, what did we say? It will be marking the end of the galactic alignment, the galactic transformation, and the start of the falling away. Now, in the Bible, prophet talks about, right, after the wedding party, after the wedding, they take to the mountains because it's going to be the great tribulation, right? That's when the tribulation starts. Now we're going to have the tribulation. That's when the tribulation will begin. We went through the what? We went through the alignment, the ascension, the rapture, because everybody who did their duty will be what? Raptured, ascended. They will ascend, right? And then they will be saved, right? They will be saved. How will they be saved, right? Because what? They won't be part of the falling away, right? Okay, because they went through the transformation. So then we're going to have the what? The falling away. Because the separating of the wheat from the tares, right? Because you have to be separating. What did we say in Islam? There's going to be a beast that comes, and he's going to stamp on everybody's forehead, kafir or believe. Well, let me put believer first. Believer or kafir. A believer means non-believer in the oneness of Allah, the oneness of God. And a kafir is one who does not believe, the one who did not go through the transformation and caring about people and loving and helping and all this kind of stuff. Because, you know, even if they didn't believe, let's say they weren't actively saying, oh, la ilaha illallah, or ashhadu la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, which is the confession of faith, you know, even if they didn't say that, they still worked for the good of mankind, right? They still, and only Allah knows what's in people's heart. So no, there's no compulsion into saying anything, but there should be one's own heart compelling them to do what is right. And when they do that, only the Creator can judge them, right? So we can't say that those who they're not believers. No, they're believers in the good too. Okay, so that's not to say that they will be falling away. No, only those who did not, who maintain that status quo. Who maintain the commercial paradigm mentality. Want to hold on to the racism and the divide and the abuse of power and genocide and war and terrorism and environmental manipulation and all that kind of stuff, right? Commercial exploitation and still just taking the resources of others, nations, right? Taking us down that old dead road, right? Those will be the ones. That will be the falling away. They will be separated from the tares, versus those who have the global consciousness, okay, or the care and concern for the whole. Those who have a whole versus those who have the me. The narcissist. The narcissist will be separated from those who are non-narcissistic. Okay. But there's another way I want to say it, but I can't think of it right now. Okay. So they will be falling away. The old paradigm. Let's put it this way: the old paradigm will be separated from the new global consciousness. The ego will be separated from the will of those who the will of Allah, the will of God, the will of the Creator. And remember again, just because they didn't say Ashhadu la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah does not mean they don't believe. Doesn't mean they aren't good. They are good, just like Christians and Muslims Christians and Jews, okay, and there are others out there, okay, who don't even go, they're spiritual, right? Who you know, who tied emotional, spiritually tied to the good, okay, for the oneness, the goodness of all humanity, because we can't judge anybody, right? We can only work with our brothers, okay? So now those ones, okay, who will be part of the new paradigm with the global consciousness, okay? It's not about which school of religion you follow or spirituality you follow, right? It's about what you do with your spirituality. What do you do with it? Okay, because only the Creator can guide. So those who have that global, that spirituality for global oneness for everybody, irrespective of race, class, economic, or otherwise, or caste rather. Those will be the ones considered in the new paradigm, okay? That will be saved from the old paradigm when the old paradigm is destroyed, because it's going to be destroyed, inshallah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's going to be destroyed. It has to be, okay? It's been prophesied to be, and it's happening now. It's being broken up and destroyed, okay? So that will be the falling away, and you don't want to be part of that, and you don't want to have your mindset in that, okay? So you want to keep the sprouts, okay, and the germination, okay, protect that germination, okay, when it goes to the root chakra, right? Okay, so we're gonna have the falling away, and that was after the planet Pluto, Uranus, the galactic alignments are done and signified by Pluto, Uranus, and Pluto, right? So you want to be prepared for that. And what it say in the Bible, right? It says, take to the mountains, right? When after the marriage ceremony, take to the mountains, okay? Because what? That's a sign of the Great Tribulation, right? So when that happens, when the galactic alignment ends, it's going to be ready for the falling away. You don't want to be part of that falling away. So we should begin to see things progressively. They're going to progressively get worse. So be ready. Don't be afraid, because you won't be affected by it, because you will have been grounded. Your root chakra, your seed is grounded, so therefore it's not going to stress you that way. Okay? And you will have the fortitude from having intercourse, right? Entanglement with the higher consciousness when you were showered in Pisces, right? Not showered, because Leo, you got the shower. Pisces, you got the flood. When you were flooded by the Piscean waters, right? That dreamy, celestial, spiritual waters in Pisces, right? Way out there in the universe, high in the constellation of Pisces. I mean, yeah. Or no, not Pisces, but Neptune, right? So, I mean, it's a constellation of Pisces, but Neptune is, in that, they consider Neptune to be in that area, right? That to be ruled by Neptune, right? The planet Neptune. So, and that's because it's so high, it's spiritual, right? So, therefore, you should be protected. You should be what? Saved. Okay? And you want to be saved. That's why you want to protect them. And you don't want to cut that umbilical cord, that root that's taking hold. You want it to pulsate. You want that desire. You want it. So when you start to get that desire, don't get sad because it can't be fulfilled. It just can't be fulfilled at this dimension. Okay? For what you want. You want the small. You're looking for the small, not the greater. Okay? And so you're going to be discouraged by it. But don't be. Just hold out. Hold out. And don't be concerned. It's going to happen. And it's, inshallah, remember with Jupiter and Leo is going to be big, right? So don't go for the small and let it pulsate, even though you may want it. Don't the desire to be quenched. Don't let it be quenched, because that's your ticket. Okay, that's your meal ticket, right? Okay, so and once you lose it, what, you're going to be becoming part of the falling away, because what did you do? You use it and not out of what? Fornication. You use it through fornication. And yin and yang don't work like that, right? Yin and yang, the male and female, has to be sanctioned by Allah, sanctioned by the Creator through marriage. Then you can intercourse below the belt. Okay? Oh my goodness, hold on. Oh, I'm gonna hold on here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna stop here. Assalamu alaikum. Go into video.